There we go. All right. Welcome. This is Altadena right here. If we do a little 360, we can see that there really ain't too much here to be seen, unfortunately. And again, y'all, this is California, so the lots are real small. So when you see all this land, it's not like the Midwest, where that's one person's property. That was probably like 5, 6. One right here, one right there, one up here. Like, all the houses are so close. But you can see. Sorry, keep doing that. There you go. Altadena is not for sale, just so they know. So unfortunately, some of the problems that we have, folks come in here, looking to buy up land on the cheap, and other folks, desperate because they just lost everything. And so they'll sell cheap, undervalued, of course. Developers come in, they buy up a bunch of lots, and then they raise the price. So that's what they don't want to happen. So you'll see a lot of these protest signs. Oh, man. Hold on. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Ugh. All right, let me fix the picture real quick, and then we'll be back on. By the way, this is my very first stream like this. I'm actually using my gear. So, don't mind me if it's a little messed up. We're just gonna walk up here. Like I said, there's a bunch of destruction, man. 1 year later, we're still here. Well, I don't want to say we. I didn't lose anything. But they're still here. And unfortunately, man, I had a really good segment that I did when I first got out here. It was actually, the guy saw me setting up my camera. He stopped by and he was like, I built this house here 20 years ago for a Jamaican lady. And it got burned down. And it was like a 2-story house. But you couldn't tell because it's just land. Literally, just land. Like, you could tell that some of these houses were huge, yo. Like this one right here. Oh. Hello. Not too bad. You can see this is a whole thing right here. But not anymore. So let's head back down this way. There's a lot to see, I guess. But 1 year later, I wanted to get out here and document kind of what was happening. I'm really bummed that y'all missed the first part of the stream. I just didn't have it right, so that's my fault. And sorry, it's a little choppy out here. I'm using my phone as a hotspot right now. So let's see. I'll show you guys this way. Once we get out of this area, it'll be a little bit better. There we go. Go a little bit wider. Even down here, you see way in the distance right here, that's LA, downtown LA. Everything gone. Hello? What's that?
Are you birding?
I am not birding. I'm just taking a view of the neighborhood. And
We actually have one of those programs that tells you what birds you got going on.
oh,
And that was just standing right there.
wow.
So we have white crowned sparrow, which is kind of a common bird here. I think there he is looking at us. So we had 5 species there, and then a few minutes ago I also had, where'd it go? It's in the wrong place. I had another set of birds, including 2 different hummingbird species. One that's right there, you can hear it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
They're 2 cool birds. So the takeaway from that is birds are everywhere.
Yeah.
Because the people aren't.
Indeed. They're coming back.
Yeah, and we were just talking about, it's so open that the animals are kind of coming in and filling the spaces.
Yeah.
Because we've been up here and seen coyotes trotting through, and there's bobcats, and there's all kinds of other wildlife that are using this as a corridor because there's no houses here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, it's an opportunity for the animals.
Most def.
Not as good for the people. So.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we know this one over here. We talked to the lady that's in the Airstream over there. She's had issues with coyotes coming in and trying to take her little dogs, so she's trying to make herself a little fortress in there.
Wow.
And it's interesting to see how, like, for instance, my friend lived on this corner over here, and the Army Corps came in and took down way more trees than she wanted them to. She used to be my client, so she had 6 big oak trees on this property on the north, and then on the south she had like 4 big eucalyptus trees. And we think that the Corps' contractor basically set up a logging operation up here, took down trees.
Wow.
Looked for the biggest trees, took them down whether they need to be taken down or not.
Right.
And
oh man.
Yeah, it was a whole scene and a half. So we spent a lot of time fighting them. We didn't win in all cases. We won in some cases.
We're working for trees. Altadena Green, we're looking after trees.
We have great money to look at trees.
Yes. What type of trees were normally in this area?
Coast live oak, that's a coast live oak right there, even though it was pretty heavily burned. That was a coast live oak, the one we were just looking at. They have really thick, corky bark.
Okay.
And so they can withstand some fire. And so you can see, if in the light, when it shines, you can see on the tops of some of those branches are coming back. That's a coast live oak there, and it's much greener. It has a lot more foliage on it.
Yes.
Some of those trees actually protected structures.
Yes. I could see that.
So we're doing our best to try to work people through what their options are. Because some of the trees, when they've been damaged like that, they'll get beetle. And some of the beetles are good, and some of the beetles are not good. So we're both sort of generalists in some ways. We look at the beetles, we look at the birds. The birds are eating the beetles
Right.
in some cases.
That's why they're here too.
That's why they're here. Yeah. And in some cases, the beetle are just eating what's dead. In some cases, they're getting into the live wood.
Wow.
It really depends. But it's really neat to see which trees are coming back and how they're recovering. Like the tree on the far side over there, north of that Airstream trailer, we thought was a goner. And if you look right now, it's starting to sprout new foliage on the tops
Wow.
of those branches.
Yeah, we've given
Wow.
them that.
We had thought, oh, it's toast. But
No.
we think you got to wait at least 2 years to know for sure. And so it's really hard because there's a lot of road contractors up here doing what we affectionately call disaster capitalism.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
And they're coercing people into taking trees down before they really know for sure.
Oh, man.
And it's a shame because think about it, you lost 70% of the canopy up here in this area.
Yes,
specifically.
yes.
And part of the canopy was part of what made Altadena. You
Yep.
know, it's shady, it's cool in the summer. You know, people didn't even have air conditioners in some cases. I know she didn't.
Wow.
I went to high school with her. We went to Muir.
Oh, okay. How far is that from here?
Muir is on Lincoln.
Oh,
So if you
just down the
just
street.
hit
Okay.
1708 North Lincoln, there's actually an event there tomorrow in the afternoon if you're interested.
Yes.
They're having the Alumni Association, a bunch of other people are coming together and having a remembrance because it's the anniversary of the fire. So there's a lot going on in town here tomorrow.
Wow.
At Grocery Outlet, there's going to be a remembrance, I think a little bit later, like 5. If you go on the Altadena Town Council website, there may be, or Altadena Rising, some of these other groups will have, Alta Together. There's a couple of websites that should list all of the events. I grew up in Altadena.
Okay.
So we realized real quick after the fire hit that there was going to be issues
Yeah.
with disaster capitalism.
Indeed. It kind of like started with like developers coming in and buying up a lot of like
Yeah.
properties.
No,
I guess
it was
a little
worse
bit.
than that. At the very beginning, we got phone calls from arborists from Lahaina and from the campfires, and they told us if you don't get on this right now, they're going to take every tree. And we went,
Whoa.
My 90-year-old parents, their house was all smoke damaged, and I'm trying to deal with that.
Oh man.
And so we banded together, a small group of us, and just went out and started surveying trees for free to start with because we didn't have any money. And we did what we could. I can't say we were successful all the time. We spent a lot of time talking to the colonels. Honestly, the Corps was great. Most of the time, the issue was with the contract, with FEMA. And the contractor that was hired to oversee the whole thing had both the inspection contract and the removal contract, which is literally Fox Garden Hen House.
Indeed.
So there you go. That was a problem.
Wow.
So we spent a lot of time in their face going, no, this tree doesn't need to come down. Come on, what are you thinking? See, it's alive. Poke it. See, live wood. There you go.
What's the benefit for them doing that?
Money.
Just
Oh, it's all money.
wow.
Yeah, think about it. You make money twice on a tree you take down. You make money once when you take the tree down, and then you make money again on the wood.
Oh man.
It's ugly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about what you're doing up here.
Yeah, so I got a live stream happening right now.
Oh.
Just coming in. I live more in East LA,
Yeah, what part?
El Sereno.
Sure.
But,
yeah, I do work down in
yeah.
El Sereno.
It was like very, I'm originally from Cleveland.
Very
So
good.
everything like with environmental disasters, it wasn't like this. It was like, blizzards, maybe like
Tornado.
some,
No, you don't get tornadoes.
not
up
too
there, I
much.
think.
Sometimes we get
But
like,
you get some serious weather.
yeah, we get severe storms like thunderstorms and all that. But yeah, just like living through like that experience was like very shocking, very like heavy because I never experienced so much loss at one time
Well,
with
this
people like this. You know?
particular area of town was, I don't know if you know the story about Jane's Village. You
Jane's
should
Village,
read up
okay.
about Jane's Village.
Okay.
This town in particular had, because there was redlining, redlining
Yes.
back in the 60s, this was a place where people could buy houses. And there wasn't redlining. They couldn't in other parts of town. So it was affordable for people of color to buy houses here, and they did.
Wow.
Where I lived, across where my parents live now, one of the backup singers for Neil Diamond, who's African American, she lives there with her whole family. She's a sweetheart. She's great.
Wow.
I love her. And her kids all went to school with us, and so we lived in a very racially mixed neighborhood. And I went to school, obviously, in a very racially mixed school, and you don't know that that's not everyone else's experience until you go to college and you're like, oh,
Yes.
not everybody lives this way. Okay, I get it.
Yes.
Yeah, what was weird is they took people from here and shipped them over to PHS, and then they took people from by PHS and shipped them back over here to
Oh,
here.
man.
So it was a whole thing and a half, but that's a whole subject on itself. If you're ever interested, Pablo Morales, who is a guy from your high school, did a whole film series on it
Oh, yes.
and talked about what it's called. You can get to it through the Alumni Association
Okay.
at John Muir High School. So anyway, it's definitely worth a trip over there if you got the time.
What's that?
I'm a consulting arborist. My name is Rebecca, and I do work with Altadena Green.
Excellent. Okay.
I'm one of the co-founders.
Excellent,
And
excellent.
I've given you a lot of information, so if you have any questions, you can go onto the Altadena Green website.
Altadena Green.
And we have a little bit of grant money from Edward Jones Arbor Day Foundation. And we're doing post-fire tree surveys for residents to help them figure out what to do.
Excellent.
Because some of these decisions are hard. Sometimes, like that site, it's the only thing green that's big left on the site. The house is gone, all the structures are gone. Tree is it.
That's it.
Tree has issues.
Oh, man.
Tree has scorch all the way up one side, and it's got some green coming back. We think it might make it, but it also has some beetles. So it needs to be watched, and maybe 6 months to a year from now we'll know for sure if it's going to live or not.
Wow.
So, part of our job is grief counseling. Sometimes we come on a site and the trees are toast and there's nothing we can do. Depends on how badly they burned.
Man.
Understand that the fire went house to house and not tree to tree.
Yes. Yes.
And the house is the most flammable thing. And we all need to think about how to harden our structures.
100%.
The trees didn't cause the fire.
Yep.
So there's a lot of things to think about.
I'm hoping, it's as much as a terrible lesson to learn, I hope that we can, learn from it and,
We can. There's a lot
build
of
better,
lessons to be learned.
And
Yeah, there's a lot that you can see. The other thing you can do is look at communities that have burned before and see how they recovered. This town, people are trying to work with nature and understand that fire is a part of what happens here, and try to plant things that'll resprout or recover after a fire instead of having to completely start from scratch. That's important.
right.
So anyway, well,
Agreed.
I do have to get going, but
For
it
sure.
was great talking with
Nice
you.
talking to you. I'm Tim, by the way.
Tim, very
Yes.
nice to meet you.
Nice to
Are
meet
you
you.
with a particular group or just
Just independent.
doing your thing? Great. Yeah, you should look at the stuff that Jason Journeyman posts if you ever get on Instagram.
Jason Journeyman.
Journeyman.
Okay.
Instagram. He's got some great information about Zone 0, which is affecting this, which is a huge issue because they want us to take all the vegetation around the structures, which may not be a good thing. You might want something to stop the embers.
For sure. Yeah.
Ember catchers like hedges and other things. Everything burns at some point. So there's a balancing act. They should be spending money to harden houses if they can. That means, screening vents and not having firewood and things stacked up next to your house. There's things you can do.
Yep.
But this fire came through hot and fast,
Yep.
and there weren't a lot of firefighting resources. They put firefighting resources over at JPL because they wanted to keep the fire from jumping,
For sure.
but there wasn't much going on over here. It
Wow.
was just burning with nobody here. There were a few firefighters. I mean, there are other people who can attest to that more than I can because I wasn't over here. We know that residents and firefighters from Riverside, Huntington Park, and San Diego did a lot of work over by the golf course where my parents lived. And LA County was other places. They weren't over there. And a lot of residents saved the houses. And, it's dangerous though. Dangerous work.
Definitely.
But, pulling water out of people's pools with generators and just did what they could. It means we need to be more prepared for future fires. The water systems also were not hardened. They all had wooden roofs. All the water reservoirs up here burned.
The reservoirs had wooden roofs.
and they failed.
Wow.
They don't say that too much on the news.
Wow. That's
You
shocking.
Need to know that. Yeah,
Wow.
actually, if you really are interested in diving into something,
Yes.
go there.
Yes, yes.
And not only the fact that it failed, but what are they doing about it now?
Mm-hmm.
And how are they hardening the system so that the systems are more reliable for the future?
Mm-hmm.
Look at what Pasadena Glen did. They put in a tank above their residences there, and then they got a group of volunteers together and they fought and kept that fire from coming down the canyon so that it didn't burn the whole canyon again like it did in whatever year that was, 93. So yeah, there's things that can be done.
Definitely.
Yeah, and there's a lot of resources available. But yeah, no, you picked a great day to come up. It's gorgeous.
It is beautiful. I always like this area. It's so peaceful, you know?
It is. If you want to see any of the soil that moved around, try Rubio.
Rubio, okay.
See if it's open.
Okay.
And if you want a great view all the way to the ocean, go to the top of Lake.
Top Lake. Where's
Do you know
that?
where Lake Street is? Okay, so
Oh, Lake Street.
that-
Yes, yes,
Go
yes.
that way, and then go up the hill.
Yes.
You will have the most amazing view, and you're just about right. You're going to be sunset in like, I don't know, 2 hours, an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Probably an hour.
Yeah, probably about 4. About an hour.
Yeah, I should say goodbye.
For sure.
Sabine? The two of us are working together. It's easier to do surveys with two people.
Yes. And it was Alta Green?
Altadena Green.
Altadena Green.
I don't
Okay,
have
got it.
a Altadena Green card. I'm out.
I will remember that. Altadena Green.
Alrighty. Well, we gave him a ton of information. Hopefully we
You
didn't
did.
overwhelm him.
Not at all. Not at all. I appreciate
He's
it.
going to have to edit the living daylights on it.
Yes, yes. No, it's just really interesting hearing, because you hear a lot about the economic cost of like rebuilding and stuff, but you don't really hear a lot about the environmental cost
Environmental
with
cost
things. So
think about, there's a lot of factors to think about here. Do you really want to build back everything?
Mm-hmm.
One.
Mm-hmm.
Two, if you build back denser than what was here before, aren't you just setting us up for another big fire? And three, why are we building with wood again?
yeah. Great point. Great point.
I mean, I'm seeing wood fences going up all over the place, and I'm scratching my head going, really, are we doing this again? What are we thinking?
You haven't learned.
Never learned.
It looks good, I guess, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, other countries have decided that they can use alternative building materials, particularly in places where they have a lot of fire.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be worthwhile for more of that to happen here.
Hardy board.
Hardy board is a wonderful thing. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. That it is. And then, you know, trying to make it so that there's no places where the embers can catch. I mean, again, I'm not an architect. I'm not an expert in that area, but I can tell you what we saw. I have seen a lot of situations where trees protected houses, including the deodars. Have you been to Christmas Tree Lane?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you should go there.
Yep,
See, you're
yep,
missing
yep,
all
yep,
kinds of fun stuff.
yep.
Christmas Tree Lane is Santa Rosa, which is, let's see, did we come? I always forget what side it's on. We came from over there. Okay, so Santa Rosa is going to be down to Altadena Drive and then like 2 or 3 blocks, and then you go south. Altadena Library's on the corner,
Okay.
and it's all decorated up for Christmas.
Oh, that.
And it's
I drove by.
famous.
Okay.
It's famous.
Got it.
If you'll notice,
Yes.
those trees did not burn. And the houses adjacent to those trees did not burn, for the most part.
Wow.
Some of the trees north, some of the houses and trees north of it did. But the place where it's, you know, solid, it didn't burn. So think about it. They're big pine trees. They didn't burn. So there was some moisture. It'd been a dry year.
Yeah, it was.
It was a very
Yep.
dry year. But there was still moisture in some of these trees. And some people did wet their properties down before everything burned.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's hard to know how everything factored in. But yeah, Christmas Tree Lane is worth a visit if you haven't been down it. Maybe after you're down at Lake, you can go and the lights will still be on. I don't think they've turned them off yet, but I don't know for sure.
Okay.
It's pretty. Yeah, those big trees, you can see where the wind is coming 100 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour from the east and north. It was insane.
Wow.
I've never seen anything like it. Shook the whole house. It was crazy.
Wow.
And it carried embers the size of footballs along the
Oh,
ground.
my God.
It's crazy. I don't know if you've seen any of the footage. It's
You have
insane.
that video.
Yeah, I have some video. I'm sure if you looked around online, you probably could find it. But so what happened is that the embers are landing on the ground and being pushed, and that's what I mean by you need things to stop the embers. Because if you take all the vegetation around a house, and the embers just have there's nothing to stop them. They just go straight to the closest structure and sit next to them. But yeah, it was weird to see those embers, big pieces of chunks of whatever, landing on the ground and then flowing. And that was over by the golf course. I'm sure it was doing that here too.
Wow.
Yeah, there's some crazy footage if you go online and look up Altadena fire, the day of fire footage. It's distressing.
Yeah.
All I can say. It's interesting too if you look at how much aerial, how many trees. I mean, look, you're standing in the middle of one of the hottest parts of the fire right here, and look at how many trees there are. And you can see some of the Santa Rosa trees right there, I think, on top of it.
Oh, down here? See
those deodars right there? Those are all deodar cedars going that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're still there.
Yeah.
They're still intact. If the Corps hadn't gotten to her trees, there'd be a bunch of oaks and a bunch of eucalyptus over there.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot happening here.
Yes.
More trees we need.
More trees. Well, there is efforts to plant trees. Altadena Wild, which is a group that has done tree giveaways and training. They have tried to hook up with residents who wanted to plant. It's a little early to plant. People still haven't rebuilt yet.
Yeah, they're going to trash them while they're going to do construction.
Yeah, so we feel pretty strongly that there needs to be more money to protect the trees we already have from beetle and to try to monitor what we've got and then plant trees after people get their structures built. But people want to do the warm fuzzy thing that's easy,
right?
And that's plant the trees.
Yes.
So we indulge them somewhat, but we still think it's early. Yeah.
So you say like after construction and then like
after construction.
Completely got it. Man, it's just crazy to just be standing here because I would always I used to just come up here and drive around because it was so calm and peaceful.
It still is.
And it's still, very much so, yeah.
Well, if you go up here in the evening, you're likely to see bobcat, fox, coyote, early in the morning, too.
Wow.
There's a big bear.
There's a big bear. Yeah, by my parents' house, there's a bear living under a house on Allen somewhere. And the guy keeps trying to get the bear out, and he set a trap for the bear, and so he gets another bear. It's not even the bear.
Man!
I saw that. Oh my god!
And there's some 600-pound bear lumbering around. Oh, there's a hawk. Take a look.
Ooh!
That might even be an owl. I can't tell for sure. I think that's an owl. That might have been a barn owl. He's low. Nope. He's at the top of the thing up there. It's a red-tail. So the thing about trees is you can't look at the trees and not see the birds.
No.
At least if you're not paying it.
Lizards.
Yeah, and the lizards. I mean, she was, I should show you the picture. We had a lizard earlier today. We get so distracted. We have way too much fun.
Yes.
Your picture's probably better than mine. Let's see, where is the lizard? There's the lizard.
Ooh.
And
wow.
See, he's a happy little guy. He was cold though. He was enjoying her finger.
That's why he was not running away.
And you see, he's got that green right there. So when they're mating, they light up with that bright green. This one, obviously, it's cold season. He's not.
No, they're not doing
but
anything.
when they're mating in mating season, they get like bright green. It's crazy. You can see it from a long way away.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
They call them bluebellies.
And then we spent a lot of time.
Bluebellies.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
Funguses.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
That's called turkey tail.
Oh, wow.
So that's a opportunistic fungus. I know.
Yeah.
See, so we were completely. Yeah, her pictures. She has a better camera than I do.
They were just beautiful.
Oh, they were.
And
we spent about 15 or 20 minutes.
I know, we wasted time. Look at these drops of liquid.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Wow.
I know.
Such fantastic structures.
And they'll be gone tomorrow. This is They
You got
come,
to
they
shoot
go.
the pictures. Yeah.
What? I didn't know they were so like short-lived.
Totally
Oh, yeah.
short.
Whoa.
They grow, they go to town, and that's it. Boom.
Yeah.
Over.
Wow.
2-3 days.
Yes, you don't have a lot of time.
No. So we were lucky.
We were. Yeah, so
Wow.
we're basically searching for signs of life. Like here, we're
Yeah.
looking. That ridge right there is new wood. So you've got damage here, new wood here. So that's a good sign. That tells us the tree's trying to make it.
All this is nice.
All that's nice new wood, and that's a coastline oak.
Okay. Okay.
Close that.
Oh, the
part.
seal. Oh, so it's like
Yeah.
a scab almost
It's
for
like a
it.
donut that.
Yeah, and then you have resprouts.
Whoa.
For instance, this probably wasn't here before.
No,
This is
that's a
native.
native. I was
This is
admiring
laurel sumac, otherwise known as taco plant. Notice how the leaves look like tacos.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. The plumbago is not native.
Yeah, so
but
this one,
is
this one's
native.
kind of fun.
It's coming back. The coastal sagebrush.
See, and it's got that beautiful new red shiny foliage.
Yes.
And that was probably a seed that was dropped during the fire.
Wow.
And so
Wow.
ash from fires is actually a nutrient for plants,
Yes.
particularly to sprout. So if there's seeds in what falls in the ash, then new plants will come up in the soil wherever they landed. So some of these sites we're seeing stuff just come up
Whoa.
like this.
Yes.
It's
Like
probably
huge
was
though.
never here before.
In 1 year to grow that huge.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
This is absolutely.
They're going.
Yeah.
This
I
is
mean,
another one, yeah.
these two landscapes here, there was lots of native plants, and you can see, if you look at this one, her native garden actually came back pretty nice. She's got the, I call it the stipa. What's the common?
The needlegrass.
Needlegrass. Sticking up there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see. Yep. Yep.
And she's got sages and you deal with.
Yeah.
Build accordingly.
Don't build assuming the fire's not going to be here.
Yeah.
Build assuming this is a fire. This is a fire-dominated ecology,
Yeah.
and you have to plan on it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Roll with it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I do have a lot of clients up here. We probably have 60 or 80 sites on this side of town we're looking at, and we're seeing recovery. We're seeing a few trees not recover, but I'd say probably 70% of the trees we're looking at are in some stage of recovery. And then the trees that aren't going to recover may end up being great habitat trees for owls and bluebirds and a lot of other wildlife that lives up here.
And people love it when the trees make it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she's a good grief counselor. Like,
Oh, I'm a great grief counselor. I can do it there.
she can talk to the homeowners. And
Well,
look, that tree is here, and you'll be back to.
You'll be back. Yeah. Yeah.
It's an energy thing too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because the tree grew up on your site with the energy that was provided to it by the sun and whatever rainfall happened, and it's kind of important to keep that energy there on the site. If you lose the tree, you chip it and leave it there. If the tree isn't fully dead or it has some benefit or use for wildlife, leave it there, a part of it there.
Right.
Yeah.
Let the foxes and the owls and the other things have it.
It's biomass.
If you can, it's biomass, right?
It's good to have around. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and it's really interesting to me because we're tracking what birds we see as well, just for funsies. And so many species. This place is
The birding here has
great
been.
for the
That's why I asked
birding
you
has
if you're
been
birding because
amazing.
great birding here.
Great
Wow.
birding.
Much better than in the natural area.
I was out in the Palisades doing a job for the LA City Libraries, and, and I'm sitting there, I'm talking to her on the phone, and this bright red bird, and I know immediately what it is literally like 10 feet in front of me, in front of the car. And I said, I gotta hang up and take a picture. It's a vermilion flycatcher.
Ooh.
It's a migratory bird. I don't know if it's originally from the south, but holy cow. I mean, we're talking like Christmas tree, bright red, just like
So pretty.
so pretty. It's that dark kind of scarlet red bird about this big.
Wow.
Just going for it, just catching bugs in front of me. So anyway, yeah, it's been a really good year. So I suppose fire provides, you know, death and destruction and opportunity to see things you haven't seen before. Also, it is just gloriously peaceful up here. If you're looking for, you know, a place to come and just sit and listen to nature and especially in the evenings when all the construction's.
Yeah, the bats come out.
The bats come out.
Wow.
There are crazy people up here. You do have to be careful.
Yes.
And sheriffs are up here also trolling houses. People are worried about squatters.
Oh man, that would be
You
a
do have to
thing.
be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the raid was so helpful too.
Oh, yeah.
It's a balm for the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, it turned out the squatter myth was apparently just that. But people got, it went on Facebook and then it went on Instagram.
Yep.
People were losing their minds. And I called the sheriff's office because my parents still weren't back in their house. And they were like, it's just, it's inflammatory nonsense. It's not happening.
Yeah. Because even like when things were happening and the fires were like getting cleaned or just finished, really, it was like so protected. Like there's, I remember cops being everywhere.
National Guard was here. And they weren't letting anybody come up, and it was bad actually for the people who had stayed in hut
because
they couldn't get out and get food. So they had to get creative. I won't get into it, but they did.
Yes,
because they had to get water and food.
Yeah,
we have lots of friends that stayed up here to fight. Yeah, it was not easy. We could get in after the worst of it, probably 3 weeks in.
Wow.
And we did have, you could put your address in a queue and ask police to come by and just check it every now and then to make sure there's, you don't know what was happening, because for a while they didn't have the perimeter sealed. The Palisades, it's much easier because there's only really one or two ways in or out.
They were tough then.
And they were, we had to. You had to go get a special permit to go in.
I had some clients in there.
I had to go get a special permit. They didn't do that here. They could have done it. They didn't. They have had some issues with contractors doing things up here, and like I said, disaster capitalism.
Indeed.
That's the whole thing.
Man.
And a lot of people stayed. A lot of people didn't leave. I'm actually surprised at how many people I've talked to that stayed the whole time, even
While it was going.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or only evacuated for a day or two. Some people didn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah.
And then other people who moved out for a short while and came back. A lot of people are doing this, where they come in with a trailer, and it's pretty cool, and they're using this because they can get money for insurance for either staying somewhere or for a trailer on the site, and they're choosing a trailer on the site. I have a client that put a tiny house on her place, and she was like, I'm good with that. I don't know that I'm just going to take this money and retire.
Hey, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I should get going, but it was a pleasure to speak with you.
Pleasure.
Fun to talk to you.
Indeed. My name is Tim, by the way.
Sabine.
Yes. And
Rebecca.
Pleasure. Thank you guys.
Some sticky sap on there.
Oh, no worries.
Transport.
For the tree. It's good. Hey,
all right, well,
thank you again for sharing so much information and sharing the stories.
she's the best at that.
Yeah.
I grew up with my mom as an environmental educator, and I spent a lot of time leading school groups in the arroyo over here, teaching them about the water system we had and how important trees were to that, to the watershed, collecting water and storing water.
It's necessary. We need it.
Yeah.
We need it.
Well, you're here at the perfect time. I don't want to keep you because you should get to Lake Street.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Y'all take it easy.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
So we need to still get that.
There we go. My bad. Here we go. We back. All right. So the trees. Let's look at these trees. Now they got me on it. Oh, yeah. This one, you could tell that there's so much burnt. A lot of dry branches, but man, I gotta get the drone. See, get my drone out next time. What goes in the top. And it's kind of crazy too, because even over here, let's look at this one. This tree, it's like the bottom is like burnt. And as you get up, less burnt. But that whole bottom of that tree trunk, of this palm tree, all black. Up there, it's good. We'll go over here. Dang. We can do this. See? Nature will survive, yo. Nature will survive, that's for sure. Even if everything else burns. Let's roll this way. More. It's just like you can see just where things were, like the foundations. There's just like maybe a staircase or a driveway or just a gate that's standing, freestanding, but nothing else around. We also just had a bunch of rain these past 2 weeks, so everything's super green right now. But this is Altadena. Apparently in one of the hot spots. And you could tell because, man, things are destroyed. And over here, you see they got their roof shingles stacked up to be reused when they rebuild. Let's see what's here. Trees. See, earlier I'm so mad I didn't have my stream up, but there's a lot of construction happening right here. 1 year later, people still cleaning up. They had the demo team in, but just so you know, Altadena is not for sale. And actually, this one looks like it was rebuilt. Let me fix my, there we go. Just so you know. Shoot, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get my wireless pack next time. And then we won't have to worry about cords. But yeah, you can see folks got their RVs and trailers, just like she said. Ooh, there's one crazy thing right here. That was burnt, destroyed. That tree right here. I wish I can get up. Let me see if I can get up. There we go.